All right, ladies, time to go through the 2023 year-ending wristwatch check, and pocket in this case. So we start off with the espresso, got that taken care of. First one here, we'll go through the family historical stuff. We've got an old, this is my grandfather's watch here, which is an old, who knows, anyway. And then another one, this was like the other grandfather's watch. Obviously, pocket watches are coming back anytime here soon, so let's move along. All right, next one here is kind of an old sentimental piece for me. Gary, you probably have one of these too. It's an old Raketa. This is an old like Soviet era watch that Gary's mom, Svetlana Shabinsky, gave to us, I think when we were over there eating watermelon one day and playing video games. So that one's kind of it never needs servicing, it never stops. There's another Russian one here. I don't know why I don't get rid of these, but they don't take up much space, so I don't really care. Next one up. So moving along, here's my Casio DBC calculator. I just love the fun color on this. This is a great summer watch. Maybe get to wear it like once or twice a year, but a lot of fun. Always get a lot of compliments on that. Next up in the fun colored watch segment here is the Stanley Kubrick Mission to Mars. Joking here. But yeah, I got this when I was out in San Francisco at the Swatch store, which is just down the street from the hotel. I'm not a fan at all. I think honestly it's way the hell overpriced. Call it whatever you want, but that's fucking plastic, and it doesn't have a good weight to it. It's just a compendium of like parts bin shit with some cool hands and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's a fun colored summer watch. Mara seems to like that one as well. Getting more into the fun watches here, we have the recently acquired for 2023 Seiko metronome here. So this one is, I think, a lot of fun. It's actually quite effective from like a guitar playing perspective here to be able to get the metronome beat going on while you're playing here, or for any musical instrument for that. But it's yeah, a lot of fun. And I love the color. It wasn't the color I ordered, but it's nonetheless, I think, a fun color. So move that over here. All right, next up here, we have from the island of Japanaru. This is that 1969 Navigator timer. This is a rare one because it had the, I think, 50 meters of water resistance here. But it is GMT. It's a lot of fun. It still actually works well, maybe not now, but like, and I have it on this Monte Carlo bracelet, which I think is just really works well with the red linings, and then the red 24-hour halves on the bezel. So that one's a kind of a fun one. Moving on. Sticking with the island of Japanaru, obviously we have the world timer here from Casio. Thank you, Gary, again on this one here. Another fun watch. And then getting off into the mechanical stuff here. So this is kind of like a couple of watches that started the collection here. Here's one of them, which is my Jean Richard TV screen. I just love the case on this watch here. It's got a 28, it's either 2836 or 2892 ETA movement with a Duprat piggyback 2020 movement on it. It's been recently serviced. It's a lot of fun. The hands are blued, as you can see. The dial is a en faux porcelain, and there's like a lot of subtle little details on this. This brand, I think, never really found its way, but for a while there, they had a lot of really great pieces. And they were trying to really get into like the higher end horology, but they had just shit distributors, and they were going for like little mom and pop jewelry stores that got panicky when the stuff didn't sell and dumped it on the gray market. And that's why they were like such an awesome deal for a watch with an alligator strap and an Anfo, a hand painted Anfo dial and hand blued hands in a distinctive case. It's just awesome. This one here is the Brezel 1665. It's a regulator. It's actually not hard to read in the compendium of watches that I have. This one has, in addition to the regulator, the date, and as well as the power reserve at that 5 o'clock position. Just an incredibly beautiful multi-layered dial here. And then this has their DJR 10 in-house movement here, which was really just a great movement. And I mean, this watch, I want to say in 2004, whenever this came out, it was like an $11,000 watch. It was just stupidly expensive. And then again, same thing with the jewelry stores and the distributor. You ended up picking those things up for like $1,500. Both these watches have actually increased in value. I keep toying with selling this one here. This one, I just loved it. I love the case. I just love the way that the lugs flare out and meet with the alligator strap. It's just such a delicate, light case, low profile, kind of the way things used to be. And then going up next, we have the Mito here, which I had relegated to trying to get rid of. I haven't done it yet. But this is your Date-O-Day Commander. It's also called the Icon. This one has the chronometer labeled dial here. The movement, I don't think, keeps really chronometer based spec. It's already been serviced once by Swatch. The one thing I do love about the brand and Swatch in general, is that their overhauls are price pointed. So to get this watch serviced, and I think they effectively just replace the replace the movement in a hole when they do it, but it was like $150. So absolutely dirt cheap. And it runs pretty well right now. I would say it's probably in the +5 a day range. All right, moving up, we have kind of my favorite watch, hands down here. And this is my Planet Ocean here. The 2201-52 with the 2500D movement inside. I really wish Omega would go back to the engraved case backs. It's just such a thing of beauty, but I know that they want to showcase the watch for counterfeit measures. I have a whole number of straps for this, but the Omega one seems to be the one that works. It's a little bit chunky, as you can see here, but it's just a great all-around watch. I have no fucks given when I wear this thing, so it's been brushed up against coral reefs and who knows what. It just keeps going, and I love it for that. I don't care. I wear it in the shower, I wear it to bed, it's all over the place. Next up, we have the another from the Stanley Kubrick collection here of Did We Actually Make It to the Moon? But the original Moonwatch, which I acquired, I think, last year. So Lecce and I got these at the same time. I unfortunately didn't bitch bail and still have mine. True player here. Just joking, Dave. This one is obviously the Hesalite version, which, I love the engraved case back. It's not as meaty as some of the other ones, but it's still, I still like it. It's, this is another testament to the service that the boutique had given me. This year, I rashed this thing up on an e-bike in Napa Valley, and I brought it to the boutique, and they rebuilt the whole thing and didn't charge me a penny for it. So the boutique's got my business here. I really enjoyed that experience. Next up, from the 2023 collection here, obviously, is the Omega Globo Gem Master here, which I just freaking love this watch. I love the way this dial just is so unique, yet it has it's such an homage piece to the great Connies that passed. I wouldn't consider the Manhattan a great constellation. I think for me the constellations ended probably around 69 when we walked away from that C case. But this, I think has great homage to the C case, as you can see in the case, as well as the pie pan here. So yeah, this is I love this watch. And then this obviously has a display back. I love the fact that they were able to get that the Constellation medallion embedded in the sapphire there. So it's actually formed as part of that sapphire, which is super fucking cool. I don't have my father's. There's a couple watches I don't have out here. There's probably more than a couple, but my father's gold Constellation, the 564 caliber from 1960, I think it's 68. That one is in the box. There's a couple of the Panerai chronographs that Lecce had got me for a wedding gift, and those, I don't know what my wife's done with those, but she's absconded those, so you can blame Mara for that one. And but they are around the apartment somewhere. Some of my stuff tends to disappear, and my attempts to get my wife a new watch have not been successful. And then lastly, here we have the Christopher Ward watch here that I got recently. This is the Aquitaine GMT. I just fell in love with the bezel on this. It doesn't have the greatest sound of it. You know, it's kind of a little plasticky. But for the money, it's a solid piece. This keeps about, I would say, 4.5 seconds a day plus on the wrist. This one here is probably a couple seconds a week. This one here is more like 4 seconds a day. This one here is a couple seconds a day, like 1 or 2 seconds a day. Same thing for this one. This one, you get what you get. It still runs, which is the amazing thing. It has never been serviced in over 50 years, and it still is. It still kicks it up. You got to shake it a bit because, you know, it's you got to shake it like a baby here. As you can see, that thing's starting to kick over again, which is a great little watch. And then that's the collection. Later, gents.